Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this we have travelled up to Stafford on Avon and we have gone to the Adventure Overland and International Campervan show. This is the second one for this year where we've been coupled with all the campervans, and as traditionally is, September is the bigger show. There was a lot of VW campervans, there was a lot of big motorhomes, we had RVs, we had vendors selling all the pre-made components to do your own self-build. You had stoves, you had different types of connections on how to do combi vans, full-blown van builds, sprinters, we had Westphalias, we had people selling literally anything you would need to make your own campervan. So I was impressed this time. I think that it was a good one. After all the campervan, we had the traditional vendors and there were some new ones. This hammock was fairly nice. We had people selling all different types of food as well. There was military vendors, there was people selling boxes, tools, as you would normally expect at this show. So that was good to see that they were all returned, and luckily the weather held. Even though the forecast was awful, we didn't get much rain during the day. I have to say I went on the Saturday, so I'm not too sure about the Sunday. Next up we had our usual array of large overlanding trucks. Again, there was more present this year, and they were put in a different location which I think was much better as well. The layout this year seemed more organised and more thoughtful, and I have to say it worked very well. I think this year was probably one of the better shows that I've been to, so well done to the organisers for that. This huge lorry was not the biggest one there. There was an even bigger vehicle, a large military crane of some sorts that looks like it had been converted. It was humongous to say. So I'll leave you some pictures before we move on to the next section. So then finally we come to the trucks. We had your usual array of motorcycles. Didn't seem to be too many compared to April, but maybe they were put off in the bad weather in April that we had. Then we had the vendors for overlanding. We had tents. You will see the traditional blacksmith man here. He seems to be there every time, rain or snow or whatever the weather is. And then we have the usual Land Rovers, Toyotas. There are some nice old Toyotas there. We had ATB, there are rooftop tents. I'm not too sure I saw Tough Trek there, but I have seen on the social media there in Morocco, I believe. But yeah, it was good to see. There was lots of new faces, lots of new equipment that seemed to be out. Overall, very good. Thoroughly enjoyed the show. ARD Adventures here, they've just recently rebranded, and that blue one is a Ford Raptor. That's the old farm style Land Cruiser. Next to the food, or not too far away from it, they had an activity on Bushcraft. This was mainly aimed at kids, though some adults could join in, which involved skinning squirrels. These were already dead. There was no live animals killed, but it was skinning and gutting, and then they were cooking the meat. I did sow some pigeon with Barat spices, and I have to say it was delicious. But no, it was good to see the kids getting involved, and no one seemed too squeamish. Good to see. So this brings us to the end of the video nearly. So feedback overall, I would say this show was a good success. Definitely an improvement on last year and even maybe the year before in terms of layout, attendance, organisation. So well done, good to see lots more people there, and I look forward to the next show in April. Dates are already out on the website, so head over if you think you're interested, book your tickets, and we'll see you next year. I'll leave you some final pictures, and that's it. Goodbye for now.